Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Weekly. As always, I am Robo. Not a ton of news today, and on top of that, it's kind of a... I haven't really planned ahead to this for whatever reason. It couldn't be because Red Dead 2 came out or anything. Speaking of that, before we get into actual toy news, can't we get some cowboy toys of some kind from somebody? I don't care if it's Red Dead 2, I don't care if it's John Wayne movies, I need some damn cowboys on my shelf, and horses. Either way, let's talk about some Hasbro, some Funko, some NECA, quite a bit of NECA damn teases all week, some V-Toys, I have no clue what that is, some Kaiyodo, and then some speculation. First up, announced at BlizzCon last week as soon as I started editing. And once I start editing, I'm very focused. I don't go searching for more stuff, and it zipped right past me. But Hasbro announced their Overwatch Ultimate Series Mercy. Now, I don't know Overwatch. I've never played it, but with all the kick-ass figures that Good Smile Company has been putting out in their Figma line, I've learned some of the characters. So what's Hasbro do? Go and announce a figure of a character that hasn't been done in the Figma line, so I have no clue who this is either. But now I know what Mercy looks like. One thing I do know is that this looks like a hell of an action figure, especially, well, I'm not gonna say from Hasbro. Hasbro has the capability of making amazing action figures. We all know that. But it seems like they're going all out with this line. The sculpt is nice, the colors are beautiful, the articulation, ooh, what you doing, Hasbro? We have a ball joint in the chest and then a hinge joint in the abs. Looks like double knees, hinge and swivel at the elbow, but I guess they're trying not to break up the armor up here. Although it seems like that armor would be a perfect swivel point. It's one of those things that even though I'm not a fan of the property, this looks like an amazing action figure. And with Hasbro, it's gonna be $20, $25. It's affordable. It should be easy to get. I'm not going to be able to pass this line up. Because it's also 6-inch scale according to the placard in this picture that I found on Facebook somewhere. Now they said this will be part of a 2-pack available spring of next year. Between the Overwatch Ultimate series and the Power Rangers Lightning series, the Star Wars Black series, Marvel Legends, man, can we get a G.I. Joe Greatest series? You can use that, Hasbro, free of charge. I'll let you have it. Also, over the weekend, Funko sent out a press release of their new Mega Man 3.75-inch line. Looking at it, this is essentially a companion piece to their Disney Afternoon line. Nice sculpt, nice paint, a little bit of articulation here and there. We have Mega Man in his traditional blue armor. You got Thunder Beam Mega Man, and then Leaf Shield Mega Man with an Atomic Fire Chase, which is 1 in 6. I don't know if that's cases or figures or what's going on there. Funko always playing the, ooh, there's a chase, you better get out there and find it game. Ooh. And I haven't played Mega Man in a long time, but what catches my eye here is the Dr. Wily. We've seen Mega Man from a lot of different companies lately, model kits, action figures. What you don't see is Dr. Wily a lot. So that being in this line, in scale, well, is it in scale? Is Dr. Wily as tall as Mega Man? Either way, I think of him as the reason to get into this line, to just have Mega Man on the shelf. Mega Man, Dr. Wily, Optimus Prime, Megatron, He-Man, Skeletor, Duke, Cobra Commander. I'm not letting that go. These will be $9.99 and they release in December. Talked a little bit about NECA's Spyro the Dragon last week. They teased a picture. Here's some more of that same pose, just from different angles. These new promotional pics, it doesn't give an idea of the range of motion, but it does give us a better look at all the articulation in the figure. Ball jointed wings, chest, ankles, segmented tail. It should be able to move around quite a bit. And that's on top of a very nice sculpt, and I'm liking the colors here. It's a purple dragon. What's not to like? Big Bad Toy Store already has this up for pre-order. It's $23. It releases in second quarter of 2019. But did somebody say quarter? Ooh, my transitional skills grow every day. NECA also teased their quarters, well, we've seen teases of this before, but seeing more teases, even better. Their quarter scale Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990 movie Shredder. Now, I don't buy the quarter scales, but I'd like to admire them from afar. It's like, oh shit, look at the sculpt and the articulation, and look how nice that looks on other people's shelves. I wish I could do it, but I can't because I don't have the room and I don't want to spend the money. Ooh. But for me, a 6-inch scale action figure collector, And I know NECA does 7-inch. It's close enough. I can fudge it. And then with us already having 7-inch scale 1990 movie Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, both from San Diego this year and then retail next year, this for me means, oh, he's going to be quarter scale, and then we'll see him as 7-inch scale later, and that's the one I'll get, and it'll be on my shelf, and it'll be awesome. Yep, that's what it'll be. Yep. NECA this week has also shown, man, they just been on a tear. They've shown the packaging for the Alien vs. Predator arcade figure coming out, the Nightmare on Elm Street accessory pack, the Ultimate Chucky and Tiffany 2-pack, and then the Ultimate Gremlin. That's a lot of product, a lot of stuff coming. This, on the other hand, okay, I know who Batman is. I know what Arkham Origins is. It's a video game. I played up to that one. I played all the previous games. For some reason, I never played Origins. I also don't know what V-Toys is that Thanos thing on Instagram is referring to. I do a search for V-Toys and it just back at me. But this is apparently a Batman from Arkham Origins in his battle armor suit in 1/12 scale, which is 6-inch scale for, you know, those of us that do not like math. The articulation looks a little bit hindered, but it's a big, bulky bodysuit armor piece. What do you expect? It looks to be interchangeable heads. There's the regular Batman head and then the armored Batman head. It does... Again, I haven't played the game, so this may be accurate to his appearance there, but it looks like the armor's kind of swallowing him up. Alfred, my armor is eating me. And that's all I got. No information whatsoever. I don't know when this is coming out, if it's coming out, if it's a custom or not. It's a very elaborate custom, but going through Thanos Tang's Instagram account, he's made some kick-ass customs in the past. And now it is my mission to find out where he lives and go and admire this Deadpool in person. Woohoo! The Kaiyodo train keeps on chugging along for the Amazing Yamaguchi line. And I apologize about that. But this week they revealed and then solicited the Amazing Yamaguchi Marvel X-Men Gambit. Ooh, we got all kinds of Gambit goodness coming next year. The Marvel Legends one comes out next year. It's looking great, but it'll work perfectly for the Marvel Legends shelf. I keep my Amazing Yamaguchi figures separate. They're just their own style, their own aesthetic, their own articulation. They look weird when you try to shove them into other Marvel shelves. But the way they're building and the way they're getting at more characters out there, I'm totally good with that. It's getting bigger and bigger. They seem to like agile characters, and they also like characters that have shit just kind of blowing in the wind off of them. They really like accessories that just go all over the place. But this doesn't seem as bad as capes we've seen in the past. Oh my god. Bye-bye, capes. I don't see myself replacing this one with cloth or anything. It's just two pieces that kind of flip out. It's kind of like Psylocke's hair. It's just back there, moves around a little bit, but it stays out of the way. They also seem to be getting a little bit better at hiding the Revoltech joints. Well, I don't know, it kind of jumps back and forth. Batman, we had the big jut-out knee pads. Here, again, we see the knee pads on a joint where you can bring it and hide the articulation a little bit. In this instance, yes, it looks to be nicely implemented. Now, you get two faces. You have his sly grin. It wouldn't be Gambit if he wasn't a little bit cocky. And then he has the gritting teeth. Several sets of hands, staff, and then some awesome card effects. You know me, I'm getting the Marvel Legends, and I'm getting this. With the amount of card effects he has here, I'll be able to share with my Marvel Legends. See how it works out? Just tranquility across all the displays. They have him listed at 170 millimeters, which is 6.6 inches. That's just a little bit taller than most of the other Marvel characters on the shelf. That's the same height as the DC Batman Amazing Yamaguchi figure. I got no problem with that. As dynamic and amazing as this looks, it can be a little bit tall. This is listed on overseas sites for about $56 and it releases in March. This week we also saw production samples of the Amazing Yamaguchi Psylocke. This is looking great, I can't help it. Maybe I'm on a Psylocke kick. I would still love the armored look at some point in the future, but getting this in the Ninja Duds, the kind of ethereal, energetic hair flowing around, I like the translucency to it. You have the swords, you have the looks. Yeah, she's got eyes just looking to one side for one of the heads, but it works in this game. It works. When it works, it works. I can't complain. And before I got in front of the camera, I probably should have looked when this is actually releasing. I think it's this month, I'm pretty sure. Especially with there being factory samples already out there to be photographed. Yeah, it should be soon, and I can't wait. I love it. Now, this last little bit isn't toy news, it's more TV show news, but trust me, I am not transitioning into any kind of movie reviews or TV shows news or anything like that. When it comes to that sort of media, I'm just kind of like, I like it, and that's it. That's my thoughts when it comes to stuff like that. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I don't think too much about it. It's more my gateway into, I like it. Now give me some toys so I can look at them and see the range of movement and gripe about sculpting or paint or articulation, stuff like that. That's where I'm way more critical. The plastic representations of the media that I do like. Of course, I buy toys of media I don't like, so it doesn't really matter. Toys, completely different realm. This week, it was announced that there will be a new Star Wars series on Disney Plus streaming service. The show follows Cassian Andor before Rogue One, so it's kind of a prequel to that. We get to see all the spies and all a dirty underground stuff, hopefully. But they're also bringing back Diego Luna. Now, I mention all of that, and you know where I'm going with this. You have to know where I'm going with this. It's in production next year, or we may see it the year after, or at the end of next year or something. But can we get a new Black Series figure of Cassian with the face printing tech? I know that doesn't save the rest of the Rogue One cast unless they happen to appear in the show, and then maybe we can get new figures of them too. But Cassian is the biggest offender. Well, okay, a lot of those Rogue One figures are kind of iffy in the face. Cassian had a couple of tries and they still missed on him. I want a new Black Series Cassian. And this show gives me hope that we'll see that. More Star Wars media, hopefully more Star Wars figures. Come on, I'm not asking for too much here. And don't forget the G.I. Joe Greatest series. And that's it for this week. But the holidays are coming, Black Friday is coming. Hopefully we'll get some deals on some toys here and there. But at this point, really, I'm seeing the rest of the season kind of slow. We're all building up for Toy Fair in February. Oh, and I can't wait. I love it. But until then, we'll find stuff to talk about. Somehow, somewhere, we will meet again on this YouTube shore. If you enjoyed this weekly, comment, like, subscribe. I did it right this year. I'll catch you on Fwoosh.